My name is Leanne Hadley, and I'm the associate pastor here at First United Methodist Church in Frankfort, Kentucky. And we started this tree. It's called the Loving Memory Tree. It sits outside the front of our church, close to the sidewalk, and it's open to the whole community to come. You know, as a church, we're committed to working with people on the gap. We have a ministry called Gap Ministries, and it's to the unhoused population. So we're always looking at who is left out, who needs included in the loving presence of a church. And so this year, we were talking about grief, and we were talking about how the holidays seem great for everybody, but if you're grieving, it's like being in a wonderland, sort of a negative wonderland. You're running around thinking, everybody's happy but me. And I lost my loved one, I'm grieving. You might have lost a loved one 3 years ago, you're still grieving, and you feel weird at the holidays. So we thought, well, how can we address that? We decided to put this tree, to decorate a tree with lights, and to invite people just to stop by the Loving Memory Tree, write the name of their loved one, whoever it is, on a little ornament and hang it on the tree. And so we debated what kind of tree we would use. We thought about putting up a big Christmas tree. And then we noticed just this little tree that just sits there, really. It's really just not a very special tree. It's just a very lovely little tree. And we thought, well, why don't we just use that tree? So we decorated, I call him now, he's sort of come alive to me. We decorated him with lights, and then we just let people hang ornaments on. And our initial batch was 50, and we thought, wow, if there's 50 people in this community that are grieving, if there's one or two, that'll be plenty. They can hang it on this tree. And you know, there's something about light. Light is so healing. And so we thought, let's not say anything. Let's just let them stand in light in the middle of the darkness, put these ornaments on. And now we've given out about 500 of these ornaments. They're hanging all over the tree. The little tree's branches are now sagging to the ground. It's really beautiful. And day after day, people come, they put these ornaments on the tree, and they tell us their stories. And the one thing that they just keep saying over and over, well, two things. One is, how much does this cost? And we decided we're not going to charge somebody for grief. It's free. So there's no cost whatsoever. There's no strings attached. We don't even take your name and number. We just want you to have this tree. And the second thing they say is, I thought I was alone until I stood under this tree. And it's just beautiful, especially at night when the lights are lit and you're just surrounded by the names of precious people who've been honored. And it makes you realize you're not the only one grieving at the holidays. It's a mix, right? It's joyful, and there's also sadness, and you're allowed to hold your sadness. You're allowed to claim your sadness during the holidays, and we just want you to know that we see you and we care, and that's why we have our little tree out there. So one of the things that surprised us is we wanted this to be for our community, and we thought, oh, it'll be for our community. We put it, but people started taking pictures of the ornaments, and then they would put them on their Facebook pages. So then that connected us with sort of the whole country. And so then people started sending messages to our Facebook page saying, I live in Connecticut and my grandmother died, and I would love to put an ornament on your tree. So we've gone out there and written the name of that grandmother on an ornament, put it on the tree, taken a picture, and sent it to somebody in Connecticut. So there are people all over the country now connected to this little tree in a little church downtown Frankfort. And it's kind of like light. You know, it just spreads, and so has this. And so we're thrilled that more and more people. We recently also had a drug rehab facility reach out and say, do you mind if we take this idea? And so they sent us a picture of their little Christmas tree that they have in their facility now with the ornaments that look just like ours and just the most loving names. And they said, here's our tree. Thank you for the idea. Would you pray for us, and would you pray for our sobriety? I mean, we just never dreamed when we put lights on a tree that it would turn into this, and we are thrilled. The ornaments, we have a table out by the tree, and we have the ornaments there, and we have pipe cleaners and markers. Everything you need is right there. You're welcome to bring your own ornament if that would be meaningful, but most people have just used ours. And then it's always out on the weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it sits out by the tree. And during the week, our church office, which is the white building next to the church, she has ornaments 9 to 5 every day. And if you're here and it's an off time, grab somebody walking in and out of that church, and they will get you an ornament, because we just want everybody to get an ornament. You can always call and let us know you're coming if it's after hours, and somebody will meet you at the tree.